Namaskar, dear seekers, and welcome to our collective meditation today. So I think some of you are coming regularly, but for those who are coming for the first time, I will share in short how we will proceed. For around 50 minutes, we will collectively meditate, and at the same time, in low tone, we will play a divine chant that has been recorded with the voice of a saint. And while we play this divine name, we will play the chant of Shri Gurudev Datta, because in today's time, negativity is predominant, and as well as we may be affected to some different degree, whether we are aware or not. So that's why when we play this divine name, it helps us. So this divine name of Shri Gurudev Datta help to protect from departed ancestors as well as some negative energy. So it protects us and give a protective shield, and as well create increase of positivity within us. So for those who are familiar with meditation, you can just close your eyes, do your own meditation, and then you can put the volume in low tone and listen to the divine name in background. For those who are more familiar with chanting, that is repeating a divine name in the mind. It can be a mantra also, or a guru mantra. So you can do the same. You can just close your eyes, repeat the name or mantra that you are familiar to, and you can listen to the divine name in background. For those who are completely new to chanting or meditation, what you can do, you can just close your eyes to relax, take some few deep breaths, and try to just follow and listen to your mind. Sorry, listen to your breath. Don't listen to mine or what you try to just follow your breath and not to think. Try to, in a way, not to get involved in the thought, and try to make your mind empty. That is, in a way, the hem. And listen, or you can focus. If you find difficult to focus on the breath, you can try to focus on listening to the divine chant in the background. So, dear seeker, you can sit in comfortable positions. Also, what I will ask you to do is, before we just start the collective meditations, just to close your eyes and see how you feel deeper inside by mind, whether you are feeling calm, whether you are feeling tense or stress, more by feelings, not by intellect so much, but more what is deeper inside you. So and then in the end, when we will actually end the divine name, that will be actually the end of the collective meditations. I will ask you to remain with closed eyes and do the same exercise to contemplate deeper inside how you feel, and then compare how you feel now and after. So, dear seeker, what you can do now, you can close your eyes, try to go deeper inside, see what you feel from inside, and in 30 seconds we will start the collective meditation.
Sri Gurudev Datta, 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 Sri Gurudeva 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 Datta, Sri Gurudeva.
Namaskar, dear seekers. You can remain with closed eyes. Those who came in beginning, you can do the same exercise and compare. And for those who came in between, you can see how you are feeling now, deeper from inside. What is your experience? Whether you're feeling calm, tense, any difference from beginning, and then you can write how you feel or your experience in the chat. Or if any one of you have any questions about spirituality, also you can ask. Take 20-30 seconds to remain with closed eyes and see what you feel. So just wanted to share also, some of you can continue writing that today is Sunday, but also Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, we also have the collective meditations. And this Wednesday, we will continue with our series of question answers. And the topic will be on Wednesday is how to face tomorrow. So we'll be sharing some points for around 20 minutes. And the remaining 40 minutes, you can ask your questions live. And sometimes also it is interactive, so you can share your question live and we'll answer live also. So we'll paste the link on the chat. So of course, if you want, you can join as well. If you know that someone may be interested about our different live stream, we can share to them. I think from Astrid, you said first you were feeling nervous and now you feel calm and purified. I think from tomorrow you feel brighter, lighter. Also experience the flow of bliss and calm. Chanting was good experience today. Just wanted to ask also because today is Sunday and on Tuesday we can start for us, or also on Monday night it will be what we call new moon. So it is also, but we have new moon and full moon during this period. Negative vibrations increase and they start to be more active 2 days before and 2 days after. So already from today this negative phase, we can say, has started, and it will continue for the next 3 to 4 days. To just make sure to continue spiritual practice. Chanting is an easy tool because it can be done anywhere, anytime, and as well some self-healing remedy like salt water remedy, box remedy, or niyas are effective and simple remedy. You can study on our website because we promote about self-healing remedy, so we don't depend on anyone. From Lori Thompson, you share that was having tightness in chest and throat before chant, and I felt very good, calm and peaceful. Okay, so actually, Lori, when you experience like that tight in the chest as well as the throat, whether it is before you started to become aware before it started, at that time you can do zinyas at the level of the chakras, the chest and the throat chakras, or use a box also. Sometimes you can see when you sit and do some, let's say, other activity where you look at, let's say, TV or something on screen. At that time, you can always use this posture at the level of the chest, of the Anahata chakra, the heart chakra, or as well use the box, because the box, the ether principle will take care, no? So that's why the element actually do the self-healing remedy. But for us, we have to do these actions, or whether doing the mudra or keeping the box in front of our chakras. From Spencer, you are feeling calmer. You have a question: can sugar addiction cause due to distress? So again, we count things happen whether there is an addiction, no? In here is addiction to sweet or sugar. So sometimes it can be because of like and dislike. So it is more like psychological and physical also. We like, and because we keep on eating. But sometimes it can happen. We share that even though the aspect maybe is physical or psychological, sometimes negative energy can also influence this aspect of addictions. Usually when we try to overcome an addictions and we try to follow treatment given by modern science, and we are not able to overcome it, usually there is a chance that actually the addiction, the root cause, may be spiritual in nature. So again, this is important factor. We try remedies, whether it is physical and psychological, and we try treatments, but it doesn't go away. So at that time, of course, we should do whatever physical and psychological remedy, but this divine chant of Shri Gurudev Datta helps to overcome problem caused by departed ancestors, because very often behind addictions, we can say more severe addictions, such as it can be alcohol, cigarette, it can be sex, it can be as well as other type of addiction, gambling. So actually these addictions were strong, usually is more caused by negative energy or what we call departed ancestors. We have articles on the website that explain about different type of addictions and what can be the different spiritual healing remedy for it. Of course, advice of following normal like medical treatment. From Aji, you had a lot of thought, resistance for chanting, but gradually it reduced and it increased spiritual emotions. From Porti por mi por todos, that is not that easy to say, it is internal heat. So I will just share when we experience internal heat. I think you mentioned also below throat and ear heat attempt and yellow heat. So you see, when we experience internal heat, see, let's say nothing is there, and then you start chanting or healing remedy, and you start experiencing heat within yourself. So two things can happen, because sometimes the positivity generated by the chant can increase the heat with our body, or as well is this negative vibration that is around us is getting also destroyed, and then we experience heat also. So in a way, it's a good thing. Now you experience something different. So just to persist, and maybe with some time that heat will go away. From Sarika Nikam, you say, in beginning in my mind about office work, I had a lot of thoughts after the chanting session and a lot of peace. It's good now when we bring office at home with worry. So chanting is an easy tool now to keep our mind in present tense. From Sarikaniman, you have one question about chanting. Sometimes I could not understand when doing chanting, I was sleepy or meditating state. How to identify? So she's Sarikanikam. It's a good question because sometimes that can happen. So how to understand the difference between the two is if when you wake up and you feel very fresh, very light, as a time that means you may have entered like meditation, a meditative state. But when you wake up and you feel drowsy, little bit sleepy, that means that actually you fell asleep. So that is in a way the different to understand whether we went into a meditative state or we fell asleep. From Portomino, you said, since Thursday I feel an intense yellow heat on my back and it doesn't go away. At the time what you can do, Poti Morpi Potodos, you can look our article on boxes because Nias will not reach behind the back. But you can, where you see it, you can see how to place a box facing your back at this area. So it will help you. For Tom Rock, you say you're still experiencing bliss. This chant must be very good. Yeah, data chant is effective, no? It helps. For Melinda, you say, what is the possibility that negative energy will leave us or it will be attached till the end? Actually, Melinda, there are few aspects to it. Somebody may be affected by negative energy, whether it is negative energy or ancestor. So it will depend on few factors. It will depend first of the destiny that we have between us and the ancestor or negative energy. Then it will depend on the intensity, the force of the negative energy. If the negative energy is strong, it is more difficult for the negative energy to go away. But actually, these two aspects can be override by if we do spiritual practice. Because when we do spiritual practice, we clear our destiny, we increase the positivity within us. And then it's a matter of time that at one point negative energy will have to leave. But again, if somebody does spiritual practice but just, let's say, chant half an hour per day, then that spiritual practice is not enough to nullify. Because if destiny is more, negative energy is strong, then it will not go away. So it depends mainly of, regardless whether there is destiny or negative energy is strong. It depends mainly from how much we put into practice, how much we make effort. Because if we practice spirituality and we grow to a higher level and we get Guru's grace, negative energy has to leave. Why? Because God is far more powerful than any negative energy. But again, it is in our hand and it takes time. It doesn't go like that, negative energy. From Simply at Home, that is Ramya, you say burping is unbearable. I try to play chant daily, first thing in the morning and entire morning I burp. That is okay, Ramya. Just continue when you feel like that. Now then you can do niyas also at the level of your throat and keep a box. So maybe with some time it will reduce. But that means that the healing is happening. No? Negative energy will come out from our openings. our eyes, our nose, our mouth, and the other opening we have. But mainly it will come from the mouth. So it can be by yawning, profusely yawning. Somebody, when we do chanting, salt water, some they start yawning without stopping. Or burping also is another way. Maybe what we can do, no? Maybe next, in the weeks to come, we can have a live stream of question answer about negative energy, about healing remedies. If you like, you can write on the chat if you would like to have a live stream of question answer for 1 hour only about this topic, where you can ask all your question about spirituality. If you are interested, let us know. We will understand your interest. For us, we are always happy to answer your questions. In SSRF, this is actually Parampuja Dr. His Holiness Dr. Atavoli, the source of inspiration of SSRF. He says in spirituality, there is always an answer for everything. And ultimately, we should be able to answer all your questions. If someday we will not be able, we can ask, because there is an answer for all. That we should not keep any doubt in our mind. Then when our mind is clear, then we are able to practice spirituality in a better way. So, dear seeker, wishing you a blissful end weekend, and maybe hope to see you next week in our live stream or tomorrow also in our collective meditations. And namaskar to everyone.